Hello and welcome to another Vinny Talks Yanks. I'm your host Vincent LaRose, and today it is October 19th. It's about 9:03 p.m. It's a Sunday, nice quiet Sunday. Blue Jays and Seattle are currently duking it out. Blue Jays win, they go to a Game 7. Seattle wins, they go to a World Series, their first one in their history. And Dodgers already punched their ticket into the World Series. But we're talking Yankees, as always. Obviously, this is Vinny Talks Yanks. But today, I wanted to get into the Yankees and the Japanese free agent market. So, since 2017, as we all know, when Shohei Ohtani came over from Japan, so many stars every single year come over from Japan. So many are successful as well. Masataka Yoshida's a great example. For the Red Sox, he's really good. Obviously, Roki Sasaki, Yamamoto for the Dodgers, they're great. Shota Imanaga for the Cubs, and there's tons more of examples. But this year, obviously, the main guy people are talking about is Munetaka Murakami. He broke the Japanese, the MPP home run record a couple years back in 2022. He's the highest outed guy. I think they're talking about somewhere 300 million range. And he's the guy everybody wants. So, for the Yankees, he said he would love to play for the Yankees because of their rich history with Japanese players, but he would prefer to play on the West Coast, as most guys from Japan do. It's much closer to home for them. It's not so much as long as the plane ride isn't as bad. The travel is much better for them. And obviously, most of the people they've played with in the World Baseball Classic or on their teams over in the MPP are on West Coast teams like the Padres and the Dodgers. Dodgers have almost all of them at this point. It's looking like likely he probably will be a Dodger, but there's another guy coming from the MPB that I don't think a lot of people realize. He is expected to be posted. It hasn't been announced 100%, but it's more than likely he will be. And that's, I want to pronounce his name right. Kazuma Akamoto. He is another first and third baseman coming over from the MPP, just like Murakami. And they're both really good when you look at their stats. Obviously, Murakami is younger, so he's more of the guy that everybody would want, I would say. I believe he's 26. Yeah, he's in that range. And then Akamoto is 29. He's going into his 30-year-old season. I didn't really see any contract predictions for Akamoto, so I don't really know how much he's gonna want and how much he's gonna cost. But before I even get into who the Yankees should go for, I'm gonna get into the stats first. So Munetaka Murakami, obviously prolific power hitter, hits for power, very good. But the one thing I don't like more about Murakami is the 28 to 30% strikeout rate he has had since 22. And 22 was only 21%, which is really good for a guy who hits 56 home runs. But it has absolutely blipped since then. Last season was at almost a 29% strikeout rate. He strikes out a ton, and that's in the MPB. Truthfully, coming over to the MLB, that's probably going to rise even more. He's essentially just another home run or bust guy. I mean, his average is really good, as I'll show both sides of the stats here. He's hitting 274 career-wise, 355 on base, 501 slugging, 856 OPS. He is... Oh, wait. Nope, that's the wrong stats. I am sorry. These are the right stats over here. For his career, he's had 265 homers, 722 RBIs. Even better than what I just said. 273 average, 394 on base percentage, 550 slugging, 945 OPS. A prolific power hitter. And, for the most part, he does get on base and does hit. Now, I really don't like the strikeout rate for the Yankees. But before I even get into the Yankees and stuff, anything like that, we're going to go over to... I really hate saying these guys' names wrong. It's so disrespectful. But Kazuma Akamoto and his stats. So, as I was saying before I was reading the wrong stats. I'm sorry. But Akamoto himself is a good power hitter as well. I know he's played 3 seasons more than Murakami, but he has 277 home runs for himself, 872 RBIs. He's hitting 274, 355 on base, a 500 slug, 856 OPS. He is more than he's a respectable hitter. He hits the ball, and the thing I really, really like about Okamoto is the strikeout rate. His career low strikeout rate is 10.84%, about 11% in April of 2025. He averages about 10 to 15% strikeout rate. That's phenomenal. He doesn't walk a ton, so he really is just truly a bat on ball guy, kind of like Jose Caballero that we have right now. But he's a bat on ball guy, which is something the Yankees really, really need. Obviously, as he comes over from the MVP, he's probably going to strike out a little bit more. Obviously, Major League pitching is just way better. We have a lot more way better pitchers than Japan does, even though Japan has some insane starting pitchers coming out of there now. But we have a lot more teams have 4 or 5, where Japan might have only 1 or 2. But his strikeout rate is quite good. It has stayed under 20% his entire career. And this is where I want to get into the Yankees, where the Yankees go. I don't think Yankees even signed Murakami, but I don't think Murakami is a good fit either. He's not really known for his defense. He can play first or third base, and it's just throwing another lefty into this already lefty-riddled lineup. You got McMahon, Jazz, Rice, Wells, Bellinger if you end up re-signing him. Dominguez is a switch hitter, but he really only hits from the left-hand side, although he did improve from the right-hand side last year. Jones, if you do call him up, we have so many lefties. Almost every single game next year is going to get, as of right now, is probably going to be 4 or 5 lefties in every single lineup. And as we saw in the postseason, that hurt the Yankees a lot. The Yankees, and I mean, oh man, even when the game 1 against the Red Sox, they were able to just throw a lefty when they wanted to. I know we take games 2 and 3, but in the ALDS, the Blue Jays really exposed that. They decided to opted not to go with the extra starting pitcher, but the extra guy in the bullpen, and he was a lefty, and they tore us up. So I don't think adding another lefty to this lineup, especially when you're in talks with Kyle Tucker to try to get Kyle Tucker over, is any sorts of a good idea, especially with a guy with a nearly 30% strikeout rate. Strikeouts killed us in the postseason, killed us all of last year. We have to get the strikeouts down on this team. The Yankees know they have to get the strikeouts down on this team. I mean, it needs to change. There needs to be a change. And I think Okamoto is a great, a piece to add. Not going to start every single day. But is a bat on ball guy. He plays first and third base. He plays decent defense. Neither one of these guys are really known for their defense, but it gives you a right-handed bat when on a day maybe you're facing a tough lefty. He's a right-handed bat that could play every day if you really needed him to, and he's going to be way cheaper, like tons cheaper. I think Okamoto is just such a better fit for the Yankees in the positions they're in. It's kind of obvious. The Yankees need to get the strikeouts down. They need to get more guys that put bat on ball. That's why a lot of people are saying that we should go out and lose Volpe, sign Bo Bichette, get another guy who's bat on ball. Although you're sacrificing a little bit of defense, you have Caballero on the bench, but whatever it is, the Yankees need to stop the strikeouts. They need to balance the lineup a little bit, not so many lefties in every single day. I mean, when you're going against a right-handed pitcher who sucks against lefties, it works. And then he would obviously be a great option off the bench. You still have, Caballero off the bench or whatever it is. If we can re-sign Rosario, that's the perfect fit for the Yankees. So the Yankees are in a much better spot signing Okamoto over Murakami. Am I going to be upset if we sign Murakami? Absolutely not. The guy is still a really, really good baseball player. I just don't think roster-wise he really fits on this team, especially in our win-now mode with Aaron Judge getting older every single season. He's not going to play till he's 45. If we want to win him a ring, it has to be within the next 2 or 3 years, or he might never win one. Or he might never win a ring. I'm sorry, was playing softball today. I cut my finger and it's been bothering the shit out of me. Anyways, the Yankees are in a much better spot to sign. Oh my god, I can't go back and forth with these guys' names. It's confusing the shit out of me. They're in a better spot to sign Okamoto. He's going to be a lot cheaper. He's going to put the bat on ball. He's going to play better defense. He's another right-handed bat you can put into the mix over Murakami, who's going to be a lot more expensive, who's going to strike out a lot more. He is going to hit a ton of home runs. And in Yankee Stadium, that's going to be perfect. Which, again, I'm not against him at all. Okamoto also has experience in left and right field, so he could play a corner outfield position if you absolutely needed him to. If it was a dire situation, he could. You can make it work. But as I said before, we have McMahon, Jazz, Wells, Rice, Bellinger if you re-sign him. Dominguez is a switch hitter, but he's going to be more prolific from the left-hand side. Jones when he comes up. We have so many lefties on this roster, and although it works well for Yankee Stadium, the second you got a guy like Crochet, who we're going to be facing for years to come, Screwball, any good left-handed pitcher is going to carve the Yankees lineup. So the Yankees need to move away from that a little bit, get some more right-handed hitting. I know this is crazy to say because a couple years ago we were begging for left-handed bats, but we need some more right-handed hitting. We need some more contact-oriented guys who are just going to put bat on ball. And that's why so many people were so upset with Volpe in the offseason, in the postseason, because he wasn't even putting the ball in play. When Volpe came up, he was known as this fast guy who puts the ball in play, doesn't strike out a ton, has a good eye, this and that, can lead off for the Yankees, and he's been none of that. He struck out a bunch, never puts the ball in play, home run or bust. We don't need any more guys like that. We need a guy who's going to put the bat on ball. Although, Japan is not the only option for that. The Yankees have a couple guys around the league they can go for to that, whether that be trade or through free agency. So, it's not do or die with any of these Japanese market players, but it is the off season and I want to get into something a little bit different. The Japanese market has been so good in recent years, and I think it'd be dumb for the Yankees not to at least try to tap in. I know they tried with Shohei, I know they tried with Yamamoto, they tried with Sasaki as well. It's just a Dodgers game at this point. The Dodgers are essentially guaranteed everybody, but the good news for the Dodgers is signing both of them is probably off the table, because where are they gonna play? I mean, look, I know how the Dodgers are. I'm sure they'll find a spot for them. But where are they going to play, truthfully? So we'll see how it goes. But that's my take on this. That's where I think the Yankees should go. And they also need to work on that bullpen. That bullpen's so bad. But that's that. So I'm going to end the video there. I know it's nothing crazy long, but it's the off season. I'm trying to make a couple videos a week. I could crunch everything into one, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to have a couple releases during the week. So as always, I appreciate every last one of you watching, listening, whether you're on the YouTube side or the podcast side. Remember, YouTube members, if you're ever just in the car, you can always listen to me on a podcast. I'm on every podcasting. I'm on pretty much every single podcasting, and if I'm not, DM me or whatever it is. I will change that. I'll get it on whatever it is. I pay for it, so I can just I just have to be approved for it. It doesn't take any effort or time, truthfully. And as always, I do shorts and daily videos, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube shorts as well. It's all Vinny Talks Yanks. Instagram is Vinny.TalksYanks. And as always, thank you for everybody watching. I hope you have a good night, morning, day, whatever it is. Start of the week, end of the week, the weekend. I hope everything is enjoyable for you. I hope everything works out. And as always, go Yankees.